wanonyeli edengos nechiti boronine ojas ngos nwa forgive Jesus.
Maria dia son nke Chukwu.
So you guys like, subscribe, and share, right? Thank you.
Neju
Please like,
odibo wani
subscribe,
kose
and share, right?
browa. Ekene Maria Egyptel na Gracia osebru wanonyeli edengos nechiti boronine ojas ngos nwa forgive Jesus.
Maria dia son nke Chukwu. Amen.
Okwemelaro. Ekene Maria Egyptel na Gracia osebru wanonyeli edengos nechiti boronine ojas ngos nwa forgive Jesus.
Maria dia son nke Chukwu. Amen.
Yọbara anya ayọ ọnne nke Chukwu dị asọ. Ayịyọ, anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu kiri nye Gracia n'ime obi anyị ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma wee mali welarụ Kristi nwa gị site n'afọ ya na obi ya wee bata n'otito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị mere anyị.
Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga. Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ. Ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
And believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good morning and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM news update today, Tuesday, the 9th day of May, 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifan Shukwekeze is my name. The headlines. Anambra government debunks report of plan to shut state-owned newspaper. Disregard IPOB's prolonged sit-at-home order. Police tell Ebonyi residents. Anambra workers observe sit-at-home. Defy Soludo's pay cut threats. Tomatoes. Palm oil prices soar in Enugu. Abia. NLC to resume indefinite strike Tuesday. Man who threw gravel at Canada Prime Minister. Trader sentenced to house arrest. Now, details. Anambra government debunks a report of plan to shut state-owned newspaper. The Anambra government has dismissed as unfounded a publication purporting that it had concluded plans to sell the Anambra Newspaper and Printing Company, ANPC, publishers of the state-owned National Light newspapers. The Commissioner for Information in the state, Mr. Paul Nwosu, disclosed this in a statement issued in Oka and made available to newsmen on Monday. Nwosu was reacting to a publication alleging that the Governor Chukwuma Soludo-led government had concluded plans and even prepared disengagement letters for the at least 100 staff members of the media organization without their knowledge. The publication further alleged that no known redeployment plan had been made for the would-be affected workers, but Nwosu dismissed the information as untrue, adding that the matter was still being discussed. He said, though the State Executive Council ESCO was having a conversation on the AMPC issue, no conclusion had been reached. The contentious write-up claimed that the secretary to the state government, Professor Solu Chukwulobelo, has finished writing a letter to close AMPC, he stated. According to Mosu, the publication further stated that once Governor Chukwuma Soludo signs the letters, the organization will be closed for good. This is not true. The issue of national light is still being intensely considered by ESCO, and as soon as there is a firm decision, the news will be formally made public, but not through a grapevine or a move, he said. He said the management board of AMPC was not dissolved alongside other boards because the prerogative of doing so rested with the governor. Mosu stated that Soludo was not at war with journalists and had sent representatives to events organized by journalists in the state. He said if the governor hates journalists, members of the NUJ would not have been invited as panelists that interview him during his quarterly Anambra Broadcasting Service warning program, where he interacts with Anambra people. Disregard IPOB's prolonged sit-at-home order, police tell Ebonyi residents. The police command in Ebonyi has urged residents in the state to discontinence the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB scheduled from May 8 through May 11. This is contained in a statement issued by SP Onome Onowapukoya, spokesperson of the command in Abakaliki on Monday. The statement quoted the Commissioner of Police in Ebonyi, CP Falaye Oleleye, describing the order as unconstitutional and unlawful. According to him, the order cannot stand. Police is aware of the statement in circulation by a group that called itself Indigenous People of Biafra, asking people to observe a sit-at-home from May 8 to May 11, 2023 for reasons best known to them. The order is unconstitutional, unlawful, and cannot stand. We therefore enjoin the good people of Ebonyi to discontinence the order and go about their lawful business without fear of intimidation, as police is prepared more than before to provide them with maximum protection for their safety, he said. The commissioner also urged members of the public to oblige the force with information about threats to their safety in the state. We assure you that the command shall continue to be resilient in its determination to ensure criminal elements are denied the space to carry out their unlawful activities in the state, Ola Leye advised. Anambra workers observe sit-at-home, defy Soludo's pay cut threats. Civil servants in Anambra State stayed away from work in defiance of Governor Chukwuma Soludo's directive that they should resume work every Monday. Soludo at last made a rally described as deliberate absence of civil servants from duty under the excuse of sit-at-home, threatening to slash salaries of those who abscond from work on Mondays. But the visit to State Secretariat in Oka, the state capital, and other public institutions, including schools, banks, and markets across the state, shown low turnout of workers as most of the facilities were under lock. Workers seen in few offices said they could make it to work because they came with their private vehicles, while others said they reside within the state capital. Chairman, chapter of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Emeka Nwafo asked Soludo to provide workers coming to work to Oka on Monday with vehicles and security in views of the sit-at-home. He described as suicidal workers coming to work in Oka on Mondays from areas like Ihiala, Onisha, and Agwata with commercial vehicles without back to their destinations at the end of the day. Commercial vehicles are still afraid of flying the roads on Monday for fear of being attacked by hoodlums, enforcing the illegal sit-at-home. Chairman of the Nigerian Civil Service Union, NCSU, Paul Uweze, said government should refurbish all dilapidated office furniture and equipment to enhance productivity on the part of the workers, adding that government should stop imposing contractors on the workers to come and calculate their payroll for the workers. Anambra Chairman of Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, Chinedu Nwabweze, solicited state government support in improving their services in the state. He noted that the association has introduced ambulance services for accident victims along the federal and state highways to save lives and properties. On his part, Southeast Zonal Chairman of National Union of Road Transport Workers, Dr. Austin Udozo, appealed to Governor Soludo to recognize them as partner in progress, particularly in the area of assisting government increase its internally generated revenue. Tomatoes, palm oil prices soar in Enugu. Prices of some foodstuff, particularly tomatoes, palm oil, and cassava flakes, popularly known as gari, have continued to increase in Enugu's major markets. News correspondent who conducted a market survey in Enugu on Monday reports that the prices of foodstuffs increased significantly between April and May. A big basket of tomatoes now sells for between 55,000 naira and 60,000 naira in May, as against between 36,000 naira and 45,000 naira sold in April. A visit to some market in the state's capital showed that only 4 balls of tomato go for 400 naira, as against the previous price of 200 naira, while a half of 4.5-liter painter bucket of tomatoes now goes for 3,000 naira. Miss Ogechukwu, a tomato seller at Gariki Market, said that due to the high price of the produce, she could not buy a full basket, but rather shared with another tomato buyer so as to be able to have something to sell in her shop. Another seller at the new market, who spoke on condition of anonymity, said that she has stopped selling tomatoes for the moment until the price of the produce reduces. According to her, the cost of transportation and the off-season of most agricultural produce have been the reason for the high cost of most foodstuff in the city. Also, the price of palm oil continued to increase in major markets within the Enugu metropolis. Mrs. Editor for a palm oil seller at Gariki Market said that 25 liters of palm oil now goes for 25,000 naira, as against 18,000 naira in April. Offer blamed the increase on the high price of the product on its off-season period. Another palm oil seller at Mayor Market, who spoke on condition of anonymity, said that a 75 cl now goes for between 1,000 naira as against 800 naira previously. Meanwhile, the situation is the same regarding the price of cassava flakes, popularly called gari, in most markets in the city. Mrs. Joyce, a seller at Kenyatta Market, said that the increment is very high compared to the prices in previous months. The price of gari increased in most markets due to its off-season period, as already planted cassava crop are waiting to be harvested and some new ones are being planted. We are hopeful that in a short while there will be reduction in price of the commodity, she said. According to her, a 4.5-liter bucket of gari now goes for between 1,200 naira and 1,500 naira, as against between 900 naira and 1,000 naira, depending on the type. Mr. Joseph Ikweme, a dealer in gari at Ogbete Market, said a bag of gari is sold for 36,000 naira now, as against 22,000 naira in early April. Abia, NLC to resume indefinite strike Tuesday. All plans are already concluded by the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC Abia State to resume its indefinite strike suspended 2 months ago. The fresh strike, according to NLC, would commence midnight Monday, May 8, 2023. In a statement signed by the Secretary of NLC in Abia, Yema Alozie, the organized labor said it was restarting its indefinite strike, which was suspended earlier in the year. The NSA said the fresh strike was unanimously agreed on by labor leaders at the end of their meeting last week. He mandated all industrial unions, including those in the local government areas, to withdraw their services to the Abia state government after midnight of Monday, May 8, and mobilize their members for indefinite strike. The statement reads in part to all industrial unions resumption of indefinite strike. The State Executive Council SEC of Congress, after a careful deliberation on the plethora of problems Abia workers and pensioners are facing in the hands of Abia state government at her meeting on Friday, 5th May 2023, unanimously resolved to resume the suspended indefinite strike action. From the foregoing, all Abia workers, including those in the local government areas, are directed to withdraw their services to Abia state government and stay at home from 12 midnight on Monday, 8 May 2023. In the same vein, all chairpersons and secretariats of all affiliated unions are to sensitize and mobilize their members for total compliance, the NLC said. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Man who threw gravel at Canada Prime Minister Trudeau sentenced to house arrest. A man who threw gravel at Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau during the 2021 election campaign was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest and 1 year of probation by a court in Ontario on Monday, according to his lawyer. Trado was hit by a handful of gravel in 2021 while on the campaign trail as he made his way past a crowd shouting their opposition to COVID-19 related mandates and restrictions. The Prime Minister was not injured and his Liberal Party went on to win the election. Shane Marshall later pleaded guilty in March to a charge of common assault related to that incident. Ontario Court Justice Kevin Mahawk found Marshall's conduct that had the potential to cause serious injury to a senior politician, though his remorse and lack of a criminal record were mitigating factors in the sentencing. Marshall's lawyer, Luke Reedy, said in an email, McHugh's decision was well balanced and appropriate under the circumstances. Reedy said Marshall's lawyer had requested that he be sentenced to 60 days of community sentence, while prosecutors had asked for a 30-day jail term. The prosecutors in the case did not immediately respond to a request for comment. This is where we draw the curtain on news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Anambra government debugs report of plan to shut state-owned newspaper. Disregard IPOB's prolonged sit-at-home order, police tell Ebonyi residents. Anambra workers observe sit-at-home, defy Soludo's pay cut threats. Tomatoes, palm oil prices soar in Enugu, Abia. NLC to resume indefinite strike Tuesday. Man who threw gravel at Canada Prime Minister Trudeau sentenced to house arrest. You just listened to news update on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifeanyi Ekezie. Thank you for listening to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update. Once again, good morning.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
The Faculty of Education and the Alumni Homecoming Planning Committee, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, cordially invite you to the Alumni Homecoming Award presentation and launching of 100 million naira to host ultra-modern virtual classroom under the distinguished chairmanship of High Chief Emeka Nwabeze, MSR, former special advisor to President Bush on technology, Ajay Opalogidi, Chief Host, Professor Charles Simone, FAS, Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, on Thursday, 11th May 2023 at 10 a.m. Venue, Asuna Youth Secretariat, Unity, Oka, host, Professor Vivian Wobo, Dean, Faculty of Education, Special Guest of Honor, Right Honorable Ucho Kapo, Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Royal Fathers of the Day, His Royal Highness, Dr. Gibson Wabeze Wosu, Ezozo II of Boka, and His Royal Highness, Igweriso Nyeguluje, Ezenyawan of Umunya. Come, let's make history together. Announcers, Dr. Marco Viamalo, Committee Chairperson.
Ladies and gentlemen, tie your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on DFM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Getting your morning inspired, be informed, let's interact only on the morning drive. With Martin Ifeanyi, aka Meta,
And Bechu Agaje Zubigazi, your friend on radio.
from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
So guys, thanks. Like, subscribe, and share. Right? Thank you.